Hello orchid fans, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a very special unboxing. I basically did a swap a few days ago. So I sent my Cattleya schilleriana seedling to one guy, and he had some very exciting seedlings that he got a flask of, and I was chatting with him back in December when he got them, and I really wanted this orchid, and I said, you know, maybe you would be open to you know, a swap or something. You know, maybe you could give me one seedling at some point once it's kind of a bit warmer, and you know, hopefully get a bit more established as well before they kind of have to suffer through another travel. So yeah, he said, you know, yeah, why not, you know, get in touch in spring and let's see what we can do. So I wrote him again a couple days ago, and yeah, we arranged a swap. So I showed you in my monthly update which orchid I'm gonna send to him, and I will I'll just put a quick screenshot of that plant for you. So let me open this box. So here it is. So let's try and unpack this. Let me maybe reposition you so you can actually see what I'm doing here. All right, so as I open the box, I can see the seedlings straight away. So here is one. This is so tiny. It's really cute. And this is the other one. And from the leaves, you might be able to know what this is. But if not, let me, I actually prepared the tags already. So let me pull those tags in, because I honestly cannot pronounce those names. So the bigger one, this is the tag for it. So it's Orchid spatulifera, and the smaller one here is Orchid perrieri. I'm sure I butchered the name, so I'll put the names on the screen as well so you can read it properly in case the tags didn't focus. So let's try and unpack this. You know, when I was kind of chatting with the guy, I did say I'm really worried about them kind of drying up in the post. So he said he will wrap it up in moss so that it's kind of, you know, the roots are staying a little bit moist, and that's precisely what he did. So it seems like it's all right. These roots are okay. And yeah, the perrieri, this is kind of like a bonus plant, I guess. And I was, you know, just being cheeky and ask maybe you could actually throw this one as well. But I see a new growth right there. I mean, the whole plant is so tiny. I don't know if it will even focus, but there is a tiny new growth right there. So, and I think there is maybe a root starting as well from that new growth already. But this is super tiny plant, and he did say, look, you know, this is gonna be very small, so you might, you know, it might die, it might not even survive. So but that's fine. It is just, as I say, a bonus plant, so if it doesn't survive, it's it would be sad, but you know, we'll see what we can do. It does actually look quite good, even though it's small. I think it will be okay. And then this one, spatulifera, I guess. I'll need to practice how to pronounce these names. But yeah, I'm super excited. This one looks pretty good. The roots are nice and firm, and they're pretty long already, so it looks good. This bulb is fairly big as well. Obviously it will get a lot bigger. I mean, they just came out of the flask 4 months ago, so you can imagine you know, it will get a lot bigger. He did say that these guys haven't really started their new growths yet this year, so I hope it's on the way. I'm just trying to pull all these sheaths off So, I mean, I do see an eye right there. So hopefully it is just a case of, you know, waking up, and hopefully it will grow soon. These plants are fairly cold, I have to say. When I got that box, it was really cold, and we're having a horrible weather today. It's just been raining quite a lot. But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good. So let's maybe get them planted straight away, because obviously they're bare rooted. So I would like to just get them. Oh look, he actually put the tags in as well. Oh, thank you, that's great. Yeah, let's get them planted up. Yeah, I got my stuff ready. So I didn't tell you much about the orchids. They are basically, they come from Madagascar mainly. So they're African, you know, desert orchids. So yeah, they like it pretty hot and high light. And they really want to dry out between waterings and, you know, not keep the roots too damp. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll put kind of a higher layer of leca at the bottom, sorry. So basically there will be so that will give me like a higher layer of you know, better draining kind of media. So I hope that it will dry out pretty quick. But also, I mean, in my environment, leca stays moist quite a while, but it will drain pretty well, and it's not gonna keep that moisture forever. And I will just use bark and some ceramis. So yeah, let me put the tag in. I'll put my tags in because I've got the species name in full, and hope that will kind of help me to learn to pronounce them properly. So I'm thinking to maybe put ceramis now. Just a bit of it, and then bark. Let's see where it needs to go. So because it's only one bulb, and as I said, I do see an eye here, but honestly, orchids are so unexpected. Every time I see an eye on a growth, it always pushes the growth out from a different direction. So I'm just gonna try and plant it in the middle. Also, if I'll try and put it in the middle, it will have some of the roots at the edge of the pot, which is quite good because I'll be able to see if they're extending and if they're growing. And that's the plan anyway. So let's try and fill this up. This orchid is also called snake orchid. I mean, these leaves seem to be quite kind of washed out. I wonder if they just had quite a lot of light, so they were kind of getting a bit reddish. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what it does. It's got quite beautiful flowers as well. I mean, quite a few people say that they're not very pretty flowers, and it is, you know, the orchid is more grown for the foliage and just kind of the way it grows. And obviously, because I am so into it, you know, I just had to have this orchid in my collection, and it's been on my wish list for quite a while. So, you know, the fact that I was even able to kind of get it for free, that's even better. And to be honest, it makes it even more special, you know, that I got it from someone else rather than just a nursery. So yeah, so as you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to see on the camera, but I've got this root tip kind of sticking out here, and I've got another one just bouncing just off the edge of the pot. So yeah, as I say, hopefully I'll be able to see if these roots are doing okay or not. But yeah, look at this beauty. It's very nice. So that's one potted up. Now the other one, and yeah, I mean, both of these orchids, they are actually quite similar. When I was looking at the photos online, I mean, now that they're so small, it's difficult to see, but they both come from the same environment or very similar environment. This one has got kind of narrower leaves, and they've got more kind of greener leaves, whereas this one, it's kind of more, it should be kind of more like gray, brownish kind of leaves. So they've got differences, but the actual patterning is quite similar on both of them. So yeah, I'm really excited to actually have two orchids that are similar to each other. So let's get this leca in here. And that will be a tray for this one. So a bit of Ceramis as well. I'll put them both the same way, and yeah, we'll see how they go. I wasn't sure if I should maybe kind of use some gravel or something like that to pot them in. You know, I mean, if they're desert orchids, they're more probably used to more of a kind of sandy media. But when I was looking up at how they grow, they usually grow on like a pile of leaves or on the rocks, and then the roots go down into the leaves, you know, just on the ground. So I think this orchid might be would like quite a lot of fertilizer as well, because, you know, if it sits in a kind of compost of leaves, you can imagine it gets quite a lot of nutrients from those decomposing leaves. So yeah, we'll see. I obviously don't want to overwhelm it as well. It is just a small seedling, so I'll baby them and kind of watch them to see what happens, see how they do. Also, if I'll see that the leaves are kind of not enjoying the environment and maybe shriveling up or trying to fall, I will put maybe like plastic bottles around them, like I did with my other orchids, to kind of increase the humidity around the plant and see if that's if that helps. I guess another thing to mention is some people like to pot them up with these bulbs kind of going in the ground, because they're terrestrial orchids, so apparently they could actually, you know, have the pseudobulb in the ground, kind of build, you know, in the media. But to be honest, I'm a little bit you know, worried about that. I don't want to do it, because the new growths come from the base of the bulbs as well. As you can see, this one here, if it's visible. So you know, I would be concerned to do that. I would rather keep them on top, and I have seen people actually planting them like that as well. So these pseudobulbs are so cute, honestly. They look like small onions. So yeah, that's the two new additions into my collection. So yeah, I'll just spray a bit of water on top of the media to get it wet. And this weekend is gonna be a flushing day. So I'm gonna be flushing all my orchids, and I will do the same with this one, so that the pots are very nicely hydrated and loads of water flushed through. And yeah, we'll see how they go. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll obviously update you during my monthly updates, but maybe in a couple months time we can kind of have a look at them separately as well and see, you know, how they're doing in their pots. I've actually also got a care collab coming up about seedlings, so I'm definitely going to include these plants as well. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you've got these orchids and do you know the orchids. I find them so cute and so beautiful. I really wanted to have them for quite a long time, so I'm very excited that I've got them now. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the evening and or day, depending on when you're watching. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!